Alright guys, we got this old Chevy Silverado 1997 that I bought for $1,000. It's got a lot of rust on it. Take a look at that bed there. It's the long bed version. This I got 3 months ago maybe. So this is the farm truck. No tags on it, just running on the farm. Lots of rust on it. Runs good though. And I just changed the coolant on it because it had pure water and it was all rusty. So figured out after I changed the coolant. Yeah, take a look in here. It's a farm truck, alright. But let's see, let's crank it up. It's got 242,000 miles. 350. Little 5.7 liter old small block motor. Good oil pressure. Alternator works good. That brake light is on because one of the rear wheel cylinders blew out, so I got no rear brakes on it. I gotta fix that yet. And this door doesn't close very good either. See that gap there? Somebody repaired on the hinge here. Put new pins in it. And for whatever reason, it's not closing good. See, they took the little spring out of here too. A few parts missing. But these hinges are, I think they're welded on. Anyway. There we go. Slammed it really hard. So, right after I changed the coolant, I got this. Got a leak. Pretty significant. Coolant leaking out. I think it's coming out of the freeze plug in the front here. Didn't leak when I got it at all. And there's pure water in there, so I figured somebody had put some stop leak in it. So that's what I'm going to do. I got that fresh coolant in there. I don't want it to leak out, so that's what we're doing today. I got some bars, heavy duty stop leak. I don't normally do this, but for a farm truck, it's just going to be driven around the farm. Not many miles put on it, not on the road or anything. We're going to try it, see if that works. Normally I would go ahead and change out the freeze plug or whatever needs changing. Let's hope it's not a cracked head or something. I don't know. But we're going to try this and I'll let you know if it works. It's mostly water. Not sure. It's got some beads in it. See those chunky beads? Those little beads clog everything up. I don't need the heater, so if it clogs the heater core, it doesn't really matter. Let's hope it don't clog up the radiator. But whoever had this before me put some stop leak in it, obviously, because it's pouring pretty good out of that hole there. So I'm gonna run this for a while. I'm gonna run it without tightening the cap all the way, that way it don't go under pressure. Or maybe let's just leave this. Leave it. Just let it lay on there so it doesn't produce any pressure, and we'll come back. This says 15 minutes to a half an hour running time. Get rid of your leak. It says it's supposed to get rid of pretty big leaks, so let's hope that works on there. It was $7 for that. That'd be a lot cheaper than taking this motor apart and tearing all this off just to get at. I think it's the freeze plug that's in the front here. I think there's one on the cylinder head in the front. That's what's doing it. So I'm gonna crank it up and let it run for a while, let you know if this works. I hope it works. Because for a farm truck, you know, you don't need to be brand new or anything, so we'll see. It up. As you can see, its leak is pretty good still. Pretty steady stream going. Oh, we'll keep a little bit. I'll rub it up a little bit. That stuff passes through there. Supposedly, once that those beads get hot, what happens is that they melt and then they go into little crevices, wherever you got your leak. You know what? Look down there. I think it's already stopping the leak. We got just a drip now. There was a steady stream a minute ago. It's only been running a minute. Guess what? I don't see any drip anymore. Oh, there's one drip. It's definitely working already. We'll see. Hey, if that does it, I'll keep an eye on it. I'm going to let it run for a good 15 minutes. I can't believe that did that quick. Stop the leak. Not even a minute, maybe a minute of running. I've never tried this before. I usually just go ahead and change the part out, whatever needs changing. If I got a coolant leak, it's a freeze plug, I go ahead and change it. Put in, you can get these rubber plugs to replace the freeze plug. You knock the metal plug inside the block and then you put the rubber plug in there. So look at that. I cannot see drip anymore that quickly. Let's hope it stays that way. Because I put fresh coolant in here. We'll let it run a while. This motor doesn't really even get warmed up because I'll just putt around the farm with it. I don't run it that long. So I think I'll just leave the cap sitting on here. Or there's two notches. You turn it to the first notch, it's still kind of loose. That doesn't pressurize. If you turn it to the second notch, all the way tight, then you're going to pressurize your system. Which I'm going to leave it just to the first notch. That way it won't pressurize and you won't lose your cap. That'll keep it from leaking too. If it's not pressurized. I see a little drip still. I saw a drip a second ago. There's one. This drip. But there was a little steady stream a minute ago. So I'll let it warm up all the way, let it run 15 minutes to a half hour. Let's check on it then. Okay, here we are about 15 minutes later. I don't know if I said this, but this little truck, four-wheel drive works on it still. For the price I paid for it, I can't believe it. Just about everything works on this truck. Except for the air conditioning. Air conditioning does not work. See if we got any drips down here. Been about 15 minutes. You know what? I did not see drips at all. Right here is where it was dripping. See that spot where you can see all the way through to the ground. I could see it just pouring out earlier. And I don't see any drip at all. So far, this stuff is working. Good stuff. For a farm truck, you know, I don't need the heater, so if the heater core clogs, we're fine. Good running motor though. That many miles, 240,000 miles, and this thing runs like a champ, doesn't smoke. runs like a dream. There's a few rust problems. This light needs repairing, or I could just leave it that way. Doesn't matter. Let's see what the temperature's at. That's a problem. I'll have to get a seat cover. And temperature, I don't know if somebody took the thermostat out, but I've never seen it go up to 200. That's probably like 130 or 140. Maybe 150, something like that. Good oil pressure. Just gotta fix that wheel cylinder. Old truck. So that's the main problem. The door doesn't close good. You have to really push on it. Long bed. I've been using it for hauling brush around the farm. Yeah, it's definitely got some rust holes. The frame seems solid enough. Look underneath. It's a little rusty looking underneath. Look at that spare. Ooh. Spare wheel is rusty. I don't know if I can even get that to come down. And it's, yeah, there's some rust holes there. The frame on the back here. Someone, yeah, it's kind of buckled there. Someone is trying to haul something heavy with this, being the frame's rusted. See how the bumper's kind of bent down. No, it's too rusty to haul a trailer or anything. But for getting around the farm, hauling brush and whatever, it's good. Perfectly good for that. I like the two-tone paint job. It's a Silverado. Got a Silverado badge. So that's the more high-end trim on it. I think it has it's got the power windows, cruise control. Yep, I think it has a cruise control. It's got two cables. Yep, there's the cruise control box. Let's see. Yeah, so it's got the power windows. Express window, just drops by itself. They work. Power locks. This one doesn't move. That one over there. That one works. What else you got? Tilt wheel. See that? Tilt wheel. It's got the air condition, but it doesn't work. It's got the push button, 4-wheel drive, which I got in 4-wheel. I just keep in 4-wheel around the farm here. So I'm always off road somewhere. This is kind of interesting. The seat, it kind of has some kind of lock, inertia lock on it. You can't pull it forward. You have to rock it a few times to get it to come forward. What else? Yeah, power mirrors, which I don't think they work. Not sure this little dial thing here is broke off, so that would you'd be able to select the mirror. Let's try turning it. No, I don't see anything moving. It might be set in the neutral position, so when that broke off. Good old truck though. Good farm truck.